Myself Dr.S.GEETHA, Associate Professor, and I am heading the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Dr. MGR Educational Research Institute, University, Chennai. Now we are just going to see about sum of subset problem using backtracking approach. Before solving the sum of subset problem, let us see the definition for backtracking. Backtracking, it's nothing but an algorithmic technique for solving problems recursively by trying to build a solution incrementally one at a time, removing those solutions that fails to satisfy those constraints of a problem at any time. Simply we can say backtracking approach provides a solution to computational problem, notably constraint satisfaction problem. If it satisfies the constraint, it will just proceed with that. If it is not satisfying the constraint, it will just kill it. So by using backtracking approach, we are just going to solve sum of subset problem. So let us see the definition for sum of subset problem. It is used to find subset of elements that are selected from a given set whose sum adds up to a given number k. K is nothing but weight which is assumed by the user. By having that number, we have to identify what are all the subset in a set which satisfies k. Let us take an example of 6 elements, that is 1 to 6 element. Each element carries some weight. So the first element weight is 5, second element weight is 10, and third element weight is 12, fourth element weight is 13, fifth element weight is 15, sixth element weight is 18. So totally we have number of elements in a set is 6. The weight which we have assumed is 30. By solving this set of items, we have to identify which subset satisfies the weight 30. So for that, we are just going to use a concept state space tree, which will be using a depth first search concept. So we'll have a tree with a structure of left as well as right node. Each node can be just go in depth about it, left and right and left, left, left. If it is not satisfied, then it will come to on right hand side. So as to solve sum of subset problem, we are just going to use two important bounding values. One is 0 and another one is 1. 0 is nothing but the item is not going to be included in a set, and 1 is nothing but which we are going to include the item in a set. So by using this bounding values 0s and 1s only, we are just going to identify the subset, sum of subset. Let's see with an example for sum of subset. As I told you before, we are just going to have 6 items. The values are 5, 10, 12, 13, 15, 18. So number of items equal to 6. And the weight which we are considering over here, it's a positive integer, it's 30. So from this set, the sum of subset which we are going to arrive are different. Various subsets, 5, 12, 13, or 5, 10, 15, or 12, 13, 15, or 12, 18. So in the combination of different items, we can have sum of subset. So how to get this value, 30, let us see with the graph. So I start with the root node. The initial value of the sum is 0. Then we have to just go in depth about left hand side until we reach the solution, the item which is going to be included. If we are not getting that solution in the left hand side, then we have to go in the right hand side, the item which we will not include it. So let me start in the left hand side. The first level, x1 equal to 1, that means the item 1 is to be included. So the value of the first item is 5. Now the value of this node is 0 plus 5, 5. Again we have to visit the second level. Second level is x2 is equal to 1, that is second item is going to be included. The second item is 10. So now the value of this node is 10 plus 5, 15. Again we have to, until we get the value 30, we have to just go in depth in left hand side. So again we are just going for third level, x3 is equal to 1. Now the value of x3 is 12, 15 plus 12, 27. So still we didn't get the value 30. Again we'll go in depth about it. The fourth level, x4 equal to 1. That means the fourth item is to be included. The fourth item is 13. Now 27 plus 13, it's nothing but 40. So 40 is, the values exceeds the limit, so we kill this node. Now we have to move on to right hand side. Right hand side, as I told you before, the item is not going to be included. So x4 is equal to 0. The value of fourth item is 13. Whatever is the case, the value is not going to be included. We will have the previous value as such. It's 27. Now we have just go into the left hand side. Left hand side we have to include the item for the fifth level. x5 equal to 1. The value of fifth item is 15. So 27 plus 15, the value is 42. Coming to this value, it exceeds the limit, so kill this node. Again we have to go for right hand side, which we will not include the item for the fifth level. x5 equal to 0. The value of the fifth item is 15, but whatever is the case, which we will not include the item, we will have the previous value, it's 27. And still we haven't reached it, so we have to go in depth about left hand side. So the level 6, x equal to 1, we are just going to include the sixth item. The value of the sixth item is 18. 27 plus 18 we will get 45. But it exceeds the limit, so kill this node. Then you have to go on to right hand side. Right hand side, x6 equal to 0. So but since the sixth element is not going to be included, we will have the previous value, that is 27 as such. But still it hasn't reached it, so we have to move on to that, the previous node what we have visited before. So coming to this node, we have visited left and right, we have completed. Coming to this fifth level node, we have completed both left hand side and right hand side. And coming to that fourth level, we have completed both the left hand side and right hand side. So we have to go on to the third level, and in that case we are not going to include that third level item. The value of third element is 12. Since the value is 12, but we are not going to include the item, so we will consider the previous value as such as 15. Now we have to just go on to the left hand side for the fourth level. We will be including that item, x4 equal to 1. The fourth element is 13. 15 plus 13 we will get 28. The 28 is less than 30. Still we haven't reached it, so we can move one more level. So fifth level, x5 equal to 1. The value of fifth element is 15. So 28 plus 15, it's 43. But it's crossing the limit, you just kill this node. And coming to this, the previous level, again we have to visit the right hand side. That is fifth level, x5 equal to 0. And fifth element is 15, but whatever is the case, since it is not included, we will have the previous node as such, it's a 28. Then we can just go to the next level, sixth level on the left hand side, x6 equal to 1, we can include that sixth element, that is sixth item, 18. So 28 plus 18, it's 46, but it's crossing the limit, and kill it. And coming to that right hand side, we are not just going to include the item, x6 equal to 0. So we'll have the previous value as such, that is 28, but still it's not 30, we are not going to consider it. So, and coming to the sixth level, we have visited both the left hand side and right hand side. Coming to the fifth level, we have visited both left hand side and right hand side. Coming to the fourth level, we have visited only the left hand side. Then we are just moving on to right hand side. x4 equal to 0. So x4 equal to 0, we are not going to include the item 13, element 13. So we will have the previous value as such.
15. Now we have to move on to the left hand side. We have to include the next level as x5 equal to 1. The fifth element is 15. So 15 plus 15, 30. So we have achieved that the first sum of subset as 30. So how we can just have it as like this. First element, second element, third element, fourth element, fifth element, sixth element. So the first level is included, it's 1. The second level is included, it's 1. Third level is not included, it's 0. Fourth level is not included, it's 0. Fifth level is included, it's 1. Sixth level we have not visited. Before that we have just got the answer. So we make it as 0. So first item is 5, second item is 10, and third and fourth item we are not going to consider it, and fifth item is 15, the total is 30. So out of sum of subset, we have arrived the first set as 5, 10, 15, that is to in increasing order. So likewise we have to solve the remaining nodes to get the remaining combination of sum of subset. To solve this problem, the size of such a power set is 2 to the power of n. So it depends upon the item which we are going to, number of items which we are going to take it. This many steps 2 to the power of n which will take to solve the problem. So I hope you understand the problem, how we are deriving to get a sum of subset for a set, for a given set which will have a weight as some assumed number. Thank you.